Have you ever felt crushed under the weight of yesterday's mistakes? Or paralyzed by fear of tomorrow's uncertainties? What if I told you that the secret to a life free from worry isn't found in wealth, intelligence, or luck, but in a simple philosophy taught over a century ago? In the spring of 1871, a young medical student at Montreal General Hospital picked up a book and read 21 words that would change the course of his life forever. Words from the great philosopher Thomas Carlyle. Our main business is not to see what lies dimly at a distance, but to do what lies clearly at hand. These words guided him through the trials of exams, career doubts, and life's uncertainties. That young man, Sir William Osler, would go on to become one of the most famous physicians of his generation. He organized the world-renowned Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, became Regius Professor of Medicine at Oxford, the highest honor for a medical man in the British Empire, and was knighted by the King of England. 2 thick volumes, 1,466 pages long, would eventually record his life story. Yet, despite all this, Sir William Osler said something remarkable. He didn't believe his mind was extraordinary. His friends knew it was of the most mediocre character. So what was the secret of his success? It was living in day-tight compartments. Sir William Osler once crossed the Atlantic on a great ocean liner. He observed the captain pressing a button, and instantly, massive steel bulkheads shut off compartments of the ship, sealing them watertight. He explained to students at Yale University, "Now each one of you is a far more marvelous organization than this ship, and bound on a voyage longer than any ocean. Learn to control the machinery of your life. Shut out the past, shut out the future. Live one day at a time, as safely as the bulkheads protect this vessel." Think about it. The past, the mistakes, regrets, and heartbreaks of yesterday cannot be changed. The future, the unknown, unpredictable days ahead are beyond our control. All we can truly live is today. Osler's philosophy is simple. Prepare for the future, yes, but with no anxiety. During World War II, young men faced unimaginable stress and danger. Ted Bengermino, an Army officer, was assigned to catalog and disinter fallen soldiers' bodies. Task after harrowing task. Fear for his own life and the life of his 16-month-old son weighed heavily on him. His health deteriorated. He lost 34 pounds. He was on the verge of collapse. Then an Army doctor gave him advice that would save him physically and mentally. Think of your life as an hourglass. Each task is a grain of sand. Let each pass through the narrow neck, one at a time. Do not try to force more than one through at once, or you will break yourself. From that moment, Ted adopted a simple, powerful mantra: one grain of sand at a time, one task at a time. And it worked, not only in war, but in life. Anxiety is not a new problem. In fact, half the beds in modern hospitals are reserved for patients with nervous and mental troubles. People crushed under the weight of accumulated yesterdays and fearful tomorrows. Mrs. E.K. Shields of Saginaw, Michigan experienced this firsthand. After losing her husband in 1937, penniless and alone, she returned to work selling books, struggling with loneliness and fear of not making ends meet. At one point, despair drove her to the brink of suicide. Then she read one line in an article: "Every day is a new life to a wise man." She posted it on her car's windshield and repeated it to herself every morning. Slowly, she learned the secret. Live today fully, forget yesterday, and do not worry about tomorrow. Her life transformed. She became happy, successful, and fearless in the face of uncertainty. Even the greatest minds of history understood this. the Roman poet Horace wrote over 2,000 years ago. Happy the man, and happy he alone, he who can call today his own. He who, secure within, can say, tomorrow, do thy worst, for I have lived today. And the Greek philosopher Heraclitus reminded us that life is ceaseless change. You cannot step in the same river twice. The past is gone, the future is unknown. All we can grasp is today. So how can we apply this philosophy today? Shut the iron doors on the past. Regret, guilt, anger, lock them away. They belong to yesterday. Shut the iron doors on the future. Fear, anxiety, what ifs, they belong to tomorrow. Focus entirely on today. Do what lies clearly at hand. Take one task at a time, one step at a time. Robert Louis Stevenson put it beautifully. Anyone can carry his burden, however hard, until nightfall. Anyone can do his work, however hard, for one day. Anyone can live sweetly, patiently, lovingly, purely, until the sun goes down. And this is all that life really means. Even the Indian poet Kalidasa captured the essence of day-tight living in his poem, Salutation to the Dawn. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life. In its brief course lie all the verities and realities of your existence, the bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of achievement. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. But today well lived makes yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Living in day-tight compartments doesn't mean ignoring responsibilities. It means facing each day fully, with all your energy and intelligence, and letting the past and future stay where they belong. It's preparation without anxiety, action without fear, peace in the midst of chaos. Imagine your life as that ocean liner. Each day the captain presses the bulkhead button. Past regrets locked away, future worries locked away. Only today do you act, love, learn, and grow. Sir William Osler, Ted Bengermino, Mrs. E.K. Shields, and countless others discovered this secret. Their lives were not free of hardship, but their minds were free from unnecessary suffering. And that freedom allowed them to achieve greatness, happiness, and peace. So take a deep breath and make this your mantra. Our main business is not to see what lies dimly at a distance, but to do what lies clearly at hand. One grain of sand at a time, one task at a time. Every day is a new life to a wise man. Live today, live fully, and let the past and future take care of themselves. Because when you live in day-tight compartments, you don't just survive, you thrive. Today is your day. Make it count.